So, good morning, everyone. So, good morning, STEM 11 Newton and STEM 11 Einstein. So, for today, we're just going to are just going to send the instructional video on your Quipper system because I have an appointment and I have an online seminar meeting for tomorrow or for this day rather. So, I'll just record this. So it will be a very short discussion since we will not have a parang class participation just like what we are always doing. We don't have sharing. So since I can't monitor you talaga, but I can monitor you kasi if you watch this video, makikita ko po sa Quipper system kung pinlay niyo po yung video or in-skip niyo po yung video, makikita po yun dun sa mga parang may student statistics. And makikita ko rin naman po yun sa views ng YouTube. So, I hope you'll be honest enough to learn this lesson kasi we'll be talking about honesty. So, first value is honesty. So, what is honesty? So, honesty is defined as fairness and straightforwardness of conduct. So, fairness means right, just, of straightforwardness or being candid with being true to your conduct. So, meaning, honesty, hindi lang yan basta pagsasabi ng totoo. You have to also be true with your actions. Kasi, conduct daw. So, in this lesson we'll be learning um, a lot about honesty, different meanings of honesty, difference between honesty and integrity, how can we be dishonest, or when to be honest also. So the first definition daw is about being fair and straightforward with our conduct, or pag sabing it's not just merely about being being telling the truth. It's also about being true with our actions. Wait lang kasi so parang honesty then is also very synonymous to sincerity, integrity, and trustworthiness. So they're all good qualities to find in a person. And certainly, ito yung mga values na gusto nating matutunan. They are very worthwhile to learn. Again, values should be good and worthwhile. So ito yung mga values na worthwhile to learn, worthwhile na matutunan. So after all, diba magsabahan nga tayo, honesty is the best policy, right? It's true. Because having integrity and being honest with ourselves are fundamental requirements if you really want to grow spiritually and you want to follow your true destination of personal development. Kasi kung gusto natin ng mag-grow, dapat i-follow natin yung mga worthwhile na values. It's not simply about being honest with people. So while you make yourself a better person kasi you're being honest with other people, kailangan unang-una, it's more important that you're being honest with yourself. Kasi how can you be honest with other people if you're not being honest with yourself, with what you're saying, with your actions? You have to be honest with yourself first before you can be honest with other people. So katulad na sinasabi ko, diba, religion and philosophy are always hand in hand in discussing values. So today we're going to parang cite a simple Proverbs. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. Napakaganda pong pakinggan, di ba? Kasi, ano nga bang tinuturo ng religion? It's about morality. It's about doing, parang being able to know what's good and bad, what's right and wrong. And then honest is a good value. It's a value worth learning. So you owe, parang dito po kasi sa Proverbs na sinasabi, aminin niya is, alam natin na si God is honest. Kasi you ought to know that God likes, since honest si God, alam din natin na gustuhin ni God yung mga honest na tao. So kasi in substance, God is absolute. Parang siya na yun eh. Siya na yung pinakamataas, wala nang higit doon. So God is also faithful and so His words can always be trusted. So, yung actions ni God, yung mga sinasabi niya, furthermore, are very faultless. Wala kang makikitang mali and unquestionable. Kasi kung sa mata natin, mali. may dahilan po talaga si Lord. So which is why God likes those who are absolutely honest with Him. Sabihin man natin yan ng yung direktang sinasabi natin or bulong man lang yan sa sarili or kahit isip lang natin yan, hindi natin ituloy yung sasabihin natin na naging dishonest tayo. Alam yan ni Lord. Honesty means giving your heart to God, being genuine with God in all things, and being open with Him in all things. Yung hindi mo kailangang itago yung mga nararamdaman mo, hindi mo rin kailangang i-deceive yung mga tao above and below you. So you do things or you do not do things just to favor with God. Kasi you do things effortlessly. Kusa na yung nagmamanifest sa'yo, kusa na yung lumalabas sa'yo whenever you need it. In short, to be honest is to be pure in your actions and words and to deceive neither God nor human. Kasi pag diniceive mo na si God, parang diniceive mo na din yung man. And if diniceive mo na yung man, diniceive mo na din si God. Kasi mahal ni Lord and ni God yung bawat tao. So next is honesty versus dishonesty. So personal development or self-growth is all about fostering the positive qualities within yourself to enable you to lead a fuller, more enriched life and to rid yourself of negative qualities, feelings, and emotions which have been holding you back. So ano po ba yung mga bagay na nag-hold back sa atin? Change. If we are afraid to change, we are afraid to grow. Kasi kailangan po dito i-foster natin yung mga positive qualities natin within ourselves daw. Para magkaroon tayo ng a life well lived. Or kung nakikita nyo or napansin nyo sa iba, hindi ko alam sa iba din kasi hindi na ako nag-accept ngayon. Sorry. Dami na kasi. So, yung nagpalit po ako ng parang ano ba yung background picture. Basta kung anong tawag doon, it's eudaimonia. Because while learning this lesson, while studying this lesson, and while appreciating this lesson, I happen to know the word eudaimonia. Eudaimonia daw is human flourishing, a life well lived. And eudaimonia means human flourishing and the life well lived is a life na hindi lang parang well-lived kasi gusto mo, kasi pinaghirapan mo. Parang na-attain mo yung mga gusto mo sa buhay kasi pinaghirapan mo siya, kasi masaya kang ginagawa yun, kasi pinagdadaanan mo yung mga bagay sa tamang paraan. So, yun yung eudaimonia. Parang it's the best thing na mararamdaman natin para sa sarili natin na ma-achieve natin kasi ginawa natin siya sa tamang paraan. That's the Latin word, eudaimonia. Wala na nga yung English translation eh, basta eudaimonia. Human flourishing, pero napakaganda pakinggan ng eudaimonia. Diyos ko, hindi ako maalam mag-edit. Hindi ko alam kung paano ito magdidikit-dikit. Baka separate videos to. Separate videos to kasi nagko-close yung screen record ko. Pero tatry ko din na pagdikit-dikitin to kasi hindi ko maalam. Okay. Next is, ano ba yung, paano ba tayo magkakaroon ng personal development? Sabi ko kanina, hindi tayo magkakaroon ng self-growth if we don't change. Because pag afraid tayong mag-change, baguhin ang sarili natin, ibig sabihin, afraid tayong mag-grow. Or ayaw talaga natin mismong mag-grow. Kasi katulad dito, positive qualities daw dapat yung parang meron tayo para nga magkaroon tayo ng mag-grow tayo spiritually din. So, ang gusto ko sabihin, appreciating yourself is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. But yung too much acceptance about the traits that you have is not a good thing. What do I mean when I say too much acceptance on the traits that you have? Kunyari sa isa't sitwasyon, hindi mo kinoconsider yung ibang tao. Sabi mo, ala, ganito ako eh. Bakit ba? Ito ako eh, prangka ako eh, maingay ako eh, madaldal ako eh. Parang, ito ako, prangka ako eh. So, although that's your quality or appreciating yourself, also, see the situation. Kino-consider mo ba yung tao sa paligid mo? Kasi kung puro sarili lang ikaw, puro focus ka sa sarili mo, ibig sabihin, nagiging selfish ka, you're being self-righteous, you're being self-centered masyado. Kasi para sa akin, na-realize ko lang recently, Ang hirap kayang i-advocate. Ang dapat ang ginagawa natin is practice what you preach, practice what you preach. Because it's very hard to advocate the things that you are not doing, and it's hard to go against the things that you are actually doing. What do I mean with that? Kasi ang hirap mag-advocate ng mga bagay na gusto mo, pero ikaw hindi mo naman ginagawa. Ang hirap din namang mag-go against sa mga bagay na ayaw mo, pero ikaw pa itong nagpapasimula. Kunyari, ngayon ko lang yun ngayong online, sa online world. Bakit po? Kasi kunyari, pag may klase ako, ang ingay ng ibang tao. Pero alangan naman na parang pagalitan ko sila, minsan na-realize ko din yung sarili ko dati, ganun ako maingay ako. Pero I'm trying to parang change myself because parang dito nga sa value, marami akong natutunan, hindi ko lang kayo natuturuan ko din sarili ko. Parang I'm always contemplating, I always have reflection every night about the things happening around me, about my behavior and about the behaviors of other people or the people around me. So yun, kaya minsan gabi na ako makatulog. Kasi parang I'm contemplating and having reflection. Kasi nga, if we're focusing on ourselves, na ganito ako, prangka ako, maingay ako, paano naman yung ibang tao? Again, sinabi ko dati, you don't have to please everybody because you can't do that always and you don't have the ability to do that always. Ha? Pero, what I'm saying is you just have to consider and you have to understand what they need. Okay? You have to understand what they need, not what they want. If, kunyari, may online class yung kapatid mo, it wouldn't hurt if if you'll just be silent. Kasi minsan gusto niya mag-concentrate, okay? So if we're just going to consider and understand the situation of the other person, again, if we're trying to be kind, to consider them and consider the situation and understand what they feel, understand what they need, understand what's good for them, that's not pleasing. That's considering and understanding other people. Being kind to other people will also help you grow. Kasi ako ngayon, I'm trying to change myself. There's a lot that, I want to change about myself, about my attitude. And it's a good thing that I have this as my subject. So, but let's not focus on me. I hope you are being honest with yourself and being kind, being considerate, being understanding and accepting with accepting other people. Do not be a judgmental because people are not books. Shut up. Okay. Next is honesty versus integrity. So, madalas kasi magkaroon ng confusion. Pag honest po ba, may integrity na? So, honesty by definition is to tell the truth and being true. So, honesty is being straightforward, being fair, you're telling the truth, yan. But integrity is having moral principles, wait lang ha, based on honesty and to follow those principles religiously. So, ang pinagkaibahan po ng honesty and integrity, parang yun na pag-usapan natin sa social and political. So, honesty is always a part of integrity. Pero hindi lang honesty ang part ng integrity. Okay? Ibig sabihin, ang integrity, kailangan niya ng honesty. Pero hindi lang dapat honesty ang meron ka para masabi mo may integrity ng isang tao. Kasi, ngayong online, I can tell if people are honest, if they're saying the truth, if they did their assignment very well, or mamaya na-search nila, I can tell them that. Pero, hindi ko masasabi na may integrity yung isang bata. Kasi, kailangan ma-observe ko muna that consistent yung behavior niya na yun. Kasi integrity, hindi lang naman honest ang kailangan mong value para masabi na may integrity isang tao. Kailangan mo din ng loyal. Kailangan mo honest, loyalty, generous, genuine, real. So, pag nagiging consistent ka sa behavior na yun, dun ka nagkakaroon ng integrity. Pag paulit-ulit mo nagagawa yun, effortlessly unconsciously, basta nagmamanifest lang yun, yung attitude mo din whenever you need it, whenever the situation needs it. So, if there is a consistent behavior of honesty or loyalty or any value na ginagawa mo, that is integrity. Kasi ibig sabihin, habit mo na yun, personality mo talaga yun. Hindi lang basta finor sa'yo ng ibang tao. Ito mo talaga, pang-apat na to na nagko-close siya. Hindi ko ba alam kung bakit. So yun nga, ulitin ko, integrity implies a consistent behavior. Whether honest or not, kasi hindi lang naman honesty ang kailangan para magkaroon ng integrity. So, yung honesty dapat meron tayong consistent behavior. And integrity, pwede rin kasi siya magkaroon ng parang equated din siya into courage. Kasi courage to speak out when your point of view is at odds with or iba siya sa ibang taong perspective or with a commonly held belief about how things should be done, integrity diyon kasi you have the courage. Integrity may also be interpreted as a parang social ethics. Parang ginagawa yung mga right things para sa ibang tao. So, pwede ring trust. Trust may be based on a feeling that you have the other person's back. Pagkakatiwalaan ka, reliable ka when he or she is not in. Kahit yung wala siya doon, hindi ba pagbabalat bunga, yung kahit wala siya doon, alam nung isang tao na pagkakatiwalaan ka kasi genuine kang tao. Hindi ko alam kung bakit nagko-close-close talaga yun. So, one of the key elements din kasi sa parang relationship is honesty. So, be it personal, professional, or parang friendship lang is parang honesty. We need honesty. So, we can trust and we can be trusted. Kasi without trust, we have no credibility. Hindi tayo kayang pagtiwalaan ng ibang tao. Kasi credibility or trust is the core of being able to influence people. Kasi parang yun din yung tinuturo ng values eh. Parang values, socialization. Parang we can learn values from other people and we can also influence other people. So without honesty, there is no foundation upon which to build a very personal relationship with other people or with someone you love. So, pero kailangan natin maging honest sa sitwasyon na aminin natin sa sarili natin na merong mga temptation. Yung papipiliin natin yung sarili natin kung magiging honest or dishonest ba tayo sa isang situation. Ano ba yung magiging disposition natin about a certain situation. Kasi, no doubt, meron nanggaling na tayo or napunta na tayo sa isang ganong situation. So, may mga time na siguro nag-turn tayo ng blind eye or blind eye, yung parang para lang maging economical with the truth. Para lang makagain tayo ng something. Nagbulag-bulagan tayo. So, however, if you truly respect yourself, you often find yourself reflecting later. Kunyari, simpleng gusto mo honest sarili mo, kailangan ko na mag-diet. Oh, pero maya-maya kung masarap pang ulam, hindi na nakapag-diet. Mamaya magre-reflect ka, mamaya gabi nakakainis, tataba ako, ganun. Parang ganun din yun sa ano ba yun, paggawa ng masama or pagiging dishonest. If you follow dishonesty, later you'll have bad feelings and you have reflection about yourself. If your gains can be truly matatawag ba talaga siyang gain? Nakagawa ko ba talaga ng gain at all? Parang the answer is no. Kasi if you obtain such gains through dishonesty, parang hindi siya matatawag na gains. Pandadaya lang yun. So, next naman po is when to be, tama ba? When to be honest. Paano po ba tayo magiging honest sa isang sitwasyon? So, the virtue of honesty means knowing what needs to be put out there and what you should keep quiet about. Parang yan yung situation. Dapat daw lagi tayo nasa yung virtue ng honesty, golden mean. Dapat nasa balance lang tayo, nasa gitna. Kasi pag kulang, hindi maganda. Pag labis, hindi rin maganda. So, kailangan nasa para ma-achieve natin yung golden mean na sa gitna lang tayo. So of course, being brutally honest at all times can also backfire on you. There may be situations where telling the truth parang causes you to inflict a lot of pain and distress on somebody else. Kasi parang hindi naman lahat ng tao kailangan ng advice. Sometimes you just have to listen. And hindi naman kailangan lagi kang nasa sitwasyon or lagi kang may say sa bawat sitwasyon. Dati ganun ako, pero lagi nasasabi sa aking kapatid ko, alala ate, lagi kang kasali. Pero you don't have to be like that. Kasi no one likes unsolicited advice. Hindi kailangan ng iba ng advice na hindi naman nila hinihingi. Hindi kailangan ng iba ng information na hindi naman nila kailangan. Okay, you just have to know the situation. Eh ma'am, when nga po, kailan nga po dapat sabihin ng katotohanan or hindi? Of course, it depends on the situation. Parang telling the complete truth will sometimes hurt the feelings of other people. So you have to parang spare naman their feelings. Kasi mamaya, sabi ng mga bad traits nila or any truth about them. Pero alam naman na nila yun sa sarili nila. Huwag mo nang ipaulit-ulit. Kasi masakit din pag paulit-ulit na sinasabi mo eh. So you have to compromise. Ano ba yung mga parang ano ba yung mga kailangan mo lang dapat sabihin or itago sa sarili mo. So, you have to be decisive on what you are doing. Kailan nga po? Ang sagot dyan, it depends on the situation and on the level or on the degree of the relationship you have with someone you want to be honest with. My God, ang hirap na ulitin ko. Being honest depends on the situation and on the degree of the relationship you have with someone you want to be honest with. Siyempre, kung at ease ka at kung kilala mo yung tao na yun yung kayang tanggapin yung criticism na ibibigay mo, why not, di ba? If that person is accepting. If that person is willing to learn, willing to change herself or himself, why not tell him the truth? Pero pag alam mong maramdamin yun, pwede mo pa rin sabihin yun. Pag alam mo maramdamin yun sa tao, pwede mo pa rin sabihin. But you have to deliver the hard truths gracefully. Explain mo sa kanya na maayos. Huwag yung parang paprangkang paraan. Very straightforward. You have to parang mag-set ka muna. Magkwento ka muna about this or magbigay ka na isang situation na may kinalaman doon. Then, tsaka mo maya-maya ibigay. O, di ba? Unti-untiin mo, wag mo bigla, ay, alam mo, ikaw ganito, wag ganon. Parang ano mo lang. So, you have to also break the bad news gently. So, aside from delivering the hard truths gracefully, so, you have to also break bad news gently or to offer parang criticism in a way that's very constructive. So, you have to you have to give or offer constructive criticism rather than criticisms that are parang soul crushing or instead na baguhin nila or accept nila yung criticism mo is mas magiging masama ka sa kanila. So that's it. So being honest depends on the situation and on the degree of the relationship you have with someone you want to be honest with. Dire-diretso. So, yun, di ko alam kung ma-edit ko to ng sunod-sunod kasi nga. Pero I hope you learned something more from today's lesson. So, I'll just save a recap by next week. Thanks.